The semifinal action from Northwood Park. Burlington will be introduced first. They come in the 6th seed.
Joya Smithair.
Midfield.
Number 4, Hillary Cheddar Ames. Number 7, Molly Crummels. Number 8, Helen DeCorn. Number 9, Charlotte Dvorak. Number 10, Dia Davis. Number 12, Monica Rogers. Number 15, Teresa Strenios. Number 20, Sophie Reville. Number 23, Tanya Conley. Goalkeeper, Stephanie Jakes. And the rest of the Seahorses. Burlington is coached by Fran DeMassen, assisted by Lindsey Barnes and Jeff Hayes. And now, your Rutland Raiders! Number 6, Leah Houston. Number 11, Ashley Boucher. Number 13, Jamie Herbert. Number 14, Laurel Chen. Number 15, Emily Bond. Number 19, Morgan Gibo. Number 21, Kayla Boucher. Number 24, Megan Blongi. Goalkeeper, Claire Moss. Number 18, Heidi Robbins, captain. Number 23, Captain Kat McGrath. And the rest of your Rutland Raiders. Rutland is coached by Lori McClellan, assisted by Mike Coppinger. Would you please now rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem?
Signs here at Northwood Park. That one kind of sums it up. Go Raiders as they look for their first trip ever to the girls' Division I championship game. As big stepping stone in front of them, the 6th-seeded Burlington Seahorses in the dark uniforms, the blue uniforms, almost midnight blue, as the Raiders getting here on Laurel Chen's overtime goal in the quarterfinals. And you couldn't ask for a better day, Halloween day, and it's also probably close to 65, 70 degrees, a very slight breeze blowing, nothing that should affect play early on. Showers in the forecast for later on, but winner of this game goes to the title game. We'll retrace the steps of how each team got here, but it's the number 2-seeded Raiders as they open their playoff bid against Hartford with a shutout win over Hartford. And then the overtime win here in the quarterfinals, and now it's up to the Burlington Seahorses, and they'll get the opening touch and drop the ball down, and we'll go through the lineup for Rutland, the whole roster, as time progresses throughout the game. Probably at halftime, it's going to be Ashley Boucher who will call for the ball, get the ball, and give it off to her sister, Kayla Boucher. Okay, so they had a little mix-up on the call, and it will be Raider ball, and we're 40-minute halves and overtime until we have a winner. And the way the overtime works is you play 2 10-minute full-strength overtime, all the right people on the field, number of people. First goal wins, it's golden goal, and that's Gibo. And then you play 2 10-minute overtime periods. If you're still tied, and Gibo's first attempt to get it hooked in toward the net will go wide, it'll be picked up, and that's going to be Jakes with the ball, and we'll have a kick down coming up for Burlington. The sun weaving in and out of the clouds, and when it is out, it is in the eyes of the Burlington goalkeeper right now in this first half. Claire Moss getting the start in that for the number 2-seeded Raiders. Now the Raiders got to the semifinals last year, only to lose 3-0. And they're hoping for a better result here, as this is a team that is solid defense, has a lot of different offensive weapons, and they've gotten good goaltending from inexperienced young goaltenders throughout the season who've grown up here in the playoffs. That's bodied forward by Boucher. And she'll send it down. And Jibo, speaking of people, now last year, Jibo, her first year of varsity soccer action, showed me that two things. She was tremendously fast, and she had a finishing touch to get goals. This year, she's shown me two more things that I never thought at this young age, a sophomore, that I would see. One of them is tremendous leadership qualities. People out there looking towards her for guidance, and she's very good as far as being able to lead by example, but toughness, because she's not that big a person, but she's shown me tremendous toughness. As Robbins here, number 18, when the captain steers it out, and that kick will stay in bounds on the far side here, Northwood Field. A little loose in spots out there when I walked the field when I got here, but other than that, you can see the sunspots on the camera, and we have a whistle and an offside call, and that will become a kick now as they'll bring it back to Claire Moss. And she actually won't take the kick from the goal area. She'll just bring it out and have Leah Houston, who's just had an incredible year this year for the Raiders. Number 6, she'll get set, and nice job getting underneath it. And takes a bad bounce, kicks out of bounds, and will become a throw for the Seahorses, as we've had no real scoring chance by either side. And Boucher right down in front of us was able to get it to Jibo, and she's looking for Blongy, who's had a breakout first year on the varsity level. And there's the save by Jakes, and there's the punt. Now, I'm calling her Jakes. On my roster, I have two different goalies. One of them's a captain, a senior is Kernoff, but when they did the introductions, they brought Jakes out. So I don't know, I'll have to check on that during the intermission. And Blongy, shoulder to shoulder right now, trying to get the advantage going, taking it wide. And she'll turn the corner. Oh, she did a nice job of bringing it in, and nice save, short post. Jibo coming in down the middle of the field. Getting too much space to let Rutland wander out in the 18-yard bar, 18 yards like that, and that's going to bounce, and Houston off the back of her head will get it back to Robin. She'll just pooch it up, and that'll drop about 5 yards forward, and no, yeah, they're going to have to whistle that dangerous play. And a kick coming up for Burlington. They're in a good spot on the field. About 30 yards out right now, so they'll step into it. And that's going to come in, and Claire Moss will have it. No pressure on her. She had a good view of the shot coming in on her. Again, semifinal action from Northwood Park on Munger Vision. That's aired through Channel 15. And boy, Boucher once, Boucher twice. And up over the back, no call. Bond, Emily Bond, instrumental in Rutland's success this year. What a field general out there dispersing the ball, and unselfish, very unselfish. It was Laurel Chen with the overtime goal. Rutland in the semifinals for the second year in a row on their home field. I believe, I know this, but I got to sound like I don't know this, just from covering them for so many years. As Herbert went to take the turn and had the ball trapped by the defender, goes out of bounds, and it should become, yeah, we're going to have a Rutland throw, and that's going to be Kat McGrath, or the number 23, another captain for the Raiders. But this is the first time in Rutland girls varsity soccer history that they have hosted a semifinal game. And if they get past this, and that's a big if, it'd be their first time to the championship game. And then you see the ball go on that far side, turn, McGrath and Bond. Now Bond will trap one in reverse, well marked. Yeah, you actually see the little triangle of blue jerseys they built around her, and Boucher went to the inside, might have gone a little too far, and no, nice job of getting there. Oh, she got there and saved the ball, dumped it down in the box. He'll come back outside, and Burlington, the 6th seed, trying to get it up and out, and that's going to be Boucher with a little slide stop, and Jibo passed it to herself on the outside, and she got on top of the ball a little bit. She wanted to cross it more than that. Boucher almost able to catch up to that pass, and that'll be touched by Burlington out of bounds, and Kayla Boucher now, number 21. Go down in the corners. The sun's come out here at Northwood Park. Chen, oh, that could have been a whistle on that easily as they went up over her back. They didn't call it, and that'll go out of play. And
for the Seahorses, number 25.
Pettiani, number 3, coming in for Rutland. And it is Alyssa Pettiani, number 3, coming in for Rutland. She'll replace Kayla Boucher, and we'll have the kick now by Burlington, as it's the good old North versus the South here. And you can see Leah Houston had her kick rejected back. There's the backup. That's one thing Raiders defense have done so well. They've had the first layer being supported by the second layer of defense back there very nicely all season. And oh, we had a collision on the kick, and Number 7, a little slow to get up right now, and the ref letting play through. It's Krumholtz, and she'll try to walk it off, and they're talking to her, and she's going to stay in there. And Pettiani, if we look right over his shoulder, got that good ability to get that deep lob. Chen with a good header in the box to Blonji, and they missed it. Rolls to the side. Blonji will come through, and she wanted to reverse it, bring it back around to the top of the arc, and they got it taken off her foot. That'll come up and not be cleared as Rutland. Team speed, very, very good as far as team speed goes. Pettiani will try to reload, and it got taken off her foot. Houston, see the bumping and grinding, and I'll tell you what, that was a pretty physical play by both players. They let them play through it. And that's going to come out near midfield. Burlington will dump it back with a 10-yard pass. Pettiani with a touch, and then the soft pass out to Ashley Boucher. And she wanted to send it long, and she had a couple of people there, but she couldn't get the ball over that last defender. And it'll be stopped right from us. Pettiani. That'll come off the foot hard, and Chen trying to bring it back and circle. Had it well defended. She was marked, double marked, and that's going to be, should be a white throw. And Pettiani will come up now and right in front of the sparse crowd here. I hope as the game progresses, we will see more people. It's a very early start, 2 o'clock. Courtney Chadburn from Mill River in the crowd today cheering for Rutland. And of course, outstanding, one of the best soccer players in the state of Vermont. And Houston had it go off her foot funny, went to the far side, was supported by McGrath, and she'll just lay it out to a vacated spot on the field to the ball boy and out of bounds. We'll have Burlington on the far side now, just about in front of the Raider bench, gets set to take the throw. Man, that must have hit the chalk, and we played 8 minutes, and we've got no score, and there's been no spectacular shots, no magnificent saves yet. And you suspect a little feeling out process between two teams in the semifinals. Number 2, Rutland, number 6, Burlington, and all is being brought to you by Jerry Munger, Munger Vision. As Bond. You don't see her get beat to the ball very often. That just took a good bounce for Pettiani. Came right to her and gentle touch, gentle settle, and now she'll look for Jibo to get it cranking, and she saved it. Now she'll chase it down, get to the inside. Oh, great play on the inside position by Jibo. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They're gonna call that, but let the contact with Houston go. Now you ask for is consistency. That's all I ask for. And that'll be ducked underneath and go out from Ashley Boucher out of bounds. We'll have Burlington take the throw right in front of the piece of staging provided by Kirk Abrahamson, the men's coach here at Rutland High School. Very good deal. He not only let me use it to cover his men's team, but he let me cover outside call. Second outside of the game on Burlington. There'll be a kick coming up for Rutland on that call, and we'll have Robbins see if she'll actually take the kick or mark it for Houston, because they've rotated throughout the season, and it will be Captain Heidi Robbins. That's a low liner, but she got some carry on it, and boy, the distance ended up being good. And that's going to be knocked down. Jibo up and too far ahead of her on-charging players on that side, which Chen was one of them, and Herbert the other. And here comes a great punt. What a great kick. What a weapon. If that's something she can do consistently, go up over the defense like that and lengthen the field on Rutland, stretch that defense out. Chen got there, and it's going to roll out of play, and we'll have a throw coming up now as the horn sounds, and trying to pick up the subs. That's Julia White coming in, number 7 for Rutland. So White making her first appearance of this playoff game, semi-final game now. Julia White finished the season on a goal-scoring binge. She was racking them up. As Robbins will get there and just kick a side out, and we'll have a throw by Burlington as they'll get ready, and Rutland with the mark, and there's a short throw, and they want to turn the inside. Oh, a little give and go, opened up some field, and you know how important it is for the road team to get on a scoreboard first, and that's going to be knocked down. See, Robbins took a header down there. She'll pop right back up, and Burlington looking for some sustained time of possession. That's going to be off from Julia White, who made a nice block with her foot. You see McGrath right there. Go, take it to the outside. Nice job. Bring it wide. And Burlington, oh, great move to bring it to the inside once, twice, and that's going to find enough space. There's the step inside. Bond came back defensively. Nice job, helping out by Bond. She's lobbying for a goal kick, but it'll be a corner for Burlington. And all is happening with 11 minutes have been played. We have 29 minutes left, and the first corner of the game will go to the Seahorses. And again, you see the flag right next here. to the kick coming up. It's how quiet it is. Not a lot of breeze today. It's very warm. A very untypical semifinal soccer type thing. Comes right into Claire Moss. And again, good hands, sure hands on Moss, and she had a good line of vision on the ball, and nice wall of white helpers around her, white defensive shirts. Jerseys, there. I couldn't think of the word I was looking for. White jerseys around her to help build a little defensive wall, and that's going to be linked forward on a steal on the toe up by Chen, and then she went to make her move, had it taken off, brought back to the center circle, and now they're going to hook the ball around, and Pettiani will race to the ball and see if she'll just bring it out wide. She's trying. She's going back to get it, and can't drive it out and through, and that'll be another corner. That'll go out from Robbins out of play, and Burlington with their second corner inside a minute of play here. As we're at 28 minutes and 9 seconds, so almost 51 seconds from their first corner, they will have a second corner. And Dia Davis will take the kick here. She'll serve the ball up. Now the only thing about Davis here is to get a good length on the ball to bring it out in front. She didn't really get it up, bring it out in front of the goal area, and that's going to be retrieved by Burlington. They want to rework and see if they try to recross. They did, knocked down by Houston, and then Bond stepped up and on the trail. Pettiani turning it on here, and good job by Pettiani. Might be a little too much gas on it, as Blondie will just come into the picture now, and she will force the defense to kick it side out, and we'll have Boucher. See if she'll be called off. Yeah, she'll have Pettiani actually take the throw. So Alyssa Pettiani, number 3, will back up to those VPA ropes and let it fly. That'll come back down. It's been a pretty equal game right now, even game right now. We're scoreless. The only stat that would really jump out would be the 2 corners for Burlington and none for Rutland. And we're going to have a kick coming up on the foul called. Foul was called on Pettiani, and Burlington in his first half looking at that bright sun when it comes out. And well defended. You see Bond take a glance around, and that's going to be to the ball boy, and he made a great effort at it. Looks like Bubba out there. He'll take the throw, and again, Rutland doesn't want to get playing crunched up defensively. They don't want to start attacking. They want to attack offensively, and Boucher, oh boy, she went over the top, and just a tad bit too far for Morgan Gibo, number 19. Great kick again. And that is something you want to do from now on if you're Rutland. Keep the ball away from the goalie. As far as not putting pressure on, but let her pick it up and get the punt like that. If she's going to kick like that. That one, Blondie had the pass slid right through to her from Boucher, and I have it as a white throw, and that's what we'll have right now. And we're going to have subs coming in, and looks like Herbert. Got Jamie Herbert coming in the game as Ken Nelson on that PA system here. Doing a nice job, as he has all season long for the men's and women's soccer programs, and that's going to be into the box but headed out toward the in line, and Blondie, going to be a goal kick. I didn't know exactly who might have gone off from down there, but it must have been off from Megan Blondie now to play. And we will get set now for the goal kick. This is off the ground. We'll see how the kick comes from Jakes. That's Schindler, number 9, Megan Schindler coming in for Rutland also. Now see how much less length she had on the kick off the ground as opposed to kicking it out of her hands, and that happens a lot. You'll see the goalie kick one way better, what better way than the other way, and that's a great save by Boucher to Blondie, and she put a little too much gas on it to get it on the cross, went far post and beyond, and that's going to be settled down by Gibo, and then good help defensively by Burlington, came up, kicked it out right in front of the Raider bench, and Kat McGrath will take the kick now for Rutland. And McGrath with a very soft toss and was looking for Gibo and Herbert there, and the ball went out of play, and we have no score in this semifinal game with 24:37 to go in the first half of play. Again, Rutland does make a lot of mistakes defensively back there with Robbins and Houston. And Burlington will take the throw. They'll circle around, and that'll stay in play, and Herbert trying to reverse to the outside, bumping, and Herbert, great speed, great player, a vocalist, good singer. But when she sang the national anthem in the pouring rain at MAU down on the field, I mean, that was quite the All-American Warren Kimball American apple pie type moment. I'll never forget it. Oh, they got something happening here. And That's going to be off and out of play. Whoa, they got some space to move in. And that will be off from the crossbar and out of play off the upper corner of the post. And Burlington, I think right there, you'd have to say, has the best scoring chance of the first half. And it came with 23:45 left to go in the first half. As Houston will step in. Not very often you see Rutland get that back line totally vacated like that. And Moss has made some big saves when she's had to this season, and that right there, she's liking her post right now, and that's going to be missed kick. That gives Rutland possession. They want to, again, try to play it into the box, and they did, and goalie came out, and again, much more effective kicking out of her hands. That was a little short of midfield till the bounce, and they'll jump up, head it over, and we will have Rutland with the throw. And Corey Gibo coming in now, number 2 for Rutland. She'll replace Ashley Boucher. It's a deep bench. It's a bench that gets used a lot by Coach McClellan, Lori McClellan. And Mike Coppinger didn't return my phone call, so I'm not going to mention him as the assistant coach today. That's Julia White, gets it over to Gibo, and it's going to be slid down in the corner and stayed in play. Burlington will turn fire, and we'll have a Rutland throw down. Oh, they're at the spot of the field right now where if they want to take it right into the box on a good lob, they're in position to do that right now. We'll see what's marked, and that's McGrath that took the throw, and Blonde took the turn, forgot to bring the ball with her, and it's going to be out from Julia White and come back, and now you see the step up by McGrath. That'll go out of play, and it'll be Burlington with the throw. We got an up score here, semi-final action. Winner will go on to play in the Division I championship game. As Robbins got a couple different chances, drove the ball to Gibo, and I'm sure Burlington, very well schooled, will know where number 19, Morgan Gibo, is out there at all times.
Raider substitution number 17, Lauren Lamontagne.
Lauren Lamontagne, 17 in there for Rutland now. Boy, and that's just something right there Robbins does not get enough credit for. She has very deceptive speed. She's physical, she's skilled, but she can make up some ground real quick, like we just saw. As that's Corey Gibo got there just a tad late, the Burlington player did, and we should have a Rutland throw, and that's what we're going to have as they'll walk it up and be just beyond midfield, almost to the Raider bench by the time they get the mark, and it'll go over Bond's head once. She got the touch on it, and it'll go off from Bond hard out of play, and Burlington, the number 6 seed, trying to get another upset here as they're looking to knock off number 2 Rutland. And for somebody today, unfortunately, the season will come to an end, and it's sudden when it happens. Hopefully we won't get into one of those overtime things. I'm working off the battery today. No power here at Northwood, and oh boy. Schindler and Robbins back there as Robbins got there, brought it wide. Now everybody will converge to that far side. McGrath will just kick it out, and Rutland will remark with just 52 seconds left before the midway point. We're at 20:52 in the first half of a 40-minute half. And Rutland has played a lot more in their defensive end, even though they have not been dominated, than they've played in their offensive end. And that's going to come in. Claire Moss will take the grab, and she needs a good kick here. She doesn't want to shorten the field. Good kick. Very good kick by Claire Moss. And you see on the bounce, it was midfield. Now it bounced beyond. Lamontagne, a little bump from behind, got taken off the ball. Houston got up. Robbins got up, and the ball will come down to Emily Bond. She'll take the nudge from behind, and that will dislodge possession. And see Robbins trying to take the angle as McGrath, good communications back there. I just can't say it, but it was good communications by McGrath, and she's able to erase that and get it side out, and Rutland will mark up now. And it looks like Pettiani coming in along with Chen for Rutland. Pettiani will be 3, Chen will be 14, and it'll be Burlington with the throw. They're in the dark blue uniforms. They're the number 6 seed, and Rutland, number 2 seed in their white tops, red bottoms at Northwood Park. On a balmy day here on Halloween. Well, good job of bringing that up and out of the pack to Blongie. She kept it in bounds. That'll roll 10 yards from her, and that'll give Burlington a chance to reverse fields. They didn't get a good length on the kick, and Rutland will pick it up, and Pettiani out there with a deep heave. And now it's just a matter, of can Blongie muscle her way through, and can she uses her angular body very well to, like I said, she's like Gumby out there, the way she can kind of just wrap her leg around the defender and get the ball and get, oh, it looks like a handball, yeah. And it'll be a kick for Rutland, and it's going to be about 5 yards beyond midfield. And You can reach the box from here, but you need pretty good effort. See if Rutland puts a play on here if they just step into it and let it fly. It's Leah Houston over there for the Raiders. That's a great kick. That's a great kick and too far. Oh, you could see Chen right there, just one step away. And I get an excellent punt beyond midfield, and that's going to be settled down by Schindler, and she will get it to Herbert. No, it'll be just beyond Herbert now, out of bounds. And Herbert will give the ball back to Schindler, and it'll be Schindler taking the throw here for Rutland number 9. She takes the short throw. Bond using her body as a shield, kept the defenders off it. Very good left to right foot, Bond is. Emily Bond is. You want to be around still. She's an underclassman, man. I'll tell you what. She will dominate the league next year. That's a handball. They'll let them play through it. Went to Burlington. Nobody gained an advantage on that. And now Burlington in transition. The Seahorse is coming down, and that's gently sent through. Robbins will step up, and she doesn't want to go through that inline. She'll turn, and that's what she'll want right there. Goes for that inline, they'll get a corner. Burlington already with 2 corners here in the first half. Rutland without any corners yet. And I'm not saying they're playing back on their heels, but they're playing just a tad cautious from what we're used to seeing Rutland. As Moss will pick it up. And I don't know if it's semifinals jitters or I'm sure a lot of it has to do with Burlington's very good play here in this first half. Very skilled team, good passing. Right there's some skills. That reverse dribble brought it back around, and that pass toward the middle of the field. Schindler got in there as she scrapped for it. And now Herbert doesn't want to give up the inline, and I believe that went up from Burlington. And I have it as a goal kick. Let's see what the official says. He's the only one that really matters. And Claire Moss getting the ball. Looks like it will become a goal kick. That's Ashley Boucher coming in. And Kat McGrath, number 23. And then Kayla Boucher, 21, coming in. So Ashley and Kayla Boucher, 11 and 21, and McGrath, 23, all coming in for Rutland with 16:56 to go in the first half as you're watching this soccer playoff action, semifinal action to be exact, on Munger Vision. Oh, Julia White. She's got some space. Like I said, she ended the season red hot. Nice cross, knocked down, bobbled, and picked up by Jake. She'll take the kick. And what a job of just switch. You talk about switching fields. When you got a goalie can do that, you have yourself another offensive weapon out there. That's Boucher, Kayla Boucher, with a slight kick, and it's in the box. And Moss can use her hands, and she'll pick it up. And you see no support on the ball right there. Burlington did not get anybody in on that ball to pressure it. Rutland's 2 losses coming to Colchester and Essex. Colchester did all their games except the first 2 playoff games, but the Colchester game, Rutland had a 1-1 tie at half with Colchester, and then not really sure what happened to them. They kind of took a nap in the second half. And against Essex, actually, first 8 minutes, probably some of the best soccer Rutland played. They had a 1-0 lead, and then Essex just kind of became Essex. They were outstanding to watch. They're playing in the other bracket today, and
for the Raiders, number 20, Marissa Serafino.
Serafino coming in now. Marissa Serafino, number 20 for Rutland. Coach McClellan using everybody on that bench. I don't know if she's anticipating a real 1, 2, 3, 4 overtime type game here, but she's getting everybody in this first half in the game. And it is a very deep and used bench by Coach Lori McClellan. They'll be out of bounds, and we're at 15 minutes left to play in the first half. Burlington, Rutland, no score. Girls varsity soccer playoff action semifinals. That's where we're at. It'll be my final game, win or lose this season for the girls squad. As when they go to the championship game, that's professionally done, and this is looking good. And oh, they missed a wide open. They had. Oh yeah, Claire Miles came out and really aggressively played that and took the angle away and forced Kaylee Hall to try to take the far post. Everything short was sealed off, and she put about a foot wide. So that's 2 good scoring chances now. Both go to Burlington in this first half. And Rutland got to wake up here and turn on that offense. Oh, that's a short kick knocked down, followed up, and it's going to go to the far side. And Serafino with the trap wanted to turn, got it to McGrath. She'll get into it with the left foot, had it rejected right back at her, and then a step up by Robbins. She needed it forward, and Serafino, nice little screen there. You know, you can't, coaches tell me you can't say they ran a screen or a pick because it's illegal, and that's going to be the 3rd offside of the first half on Burlington. Rutland having no offsides yet, and that's because they really haven't had any chance to get down there and get called for an offside as Gibo brought the ball around, was looking for Blondie, came back to Chen, a little bit beyond her reach, and then the step up by Schindler. So they'll get the ball down near the box and muff the kick, and Burlington will pick it up, and they'll erase that mistake on that missed kick. And Gibo wants to go backwards to go forwards, and that's McGrath with it, and then she'll let the defense come to her, and that's going to be fired into the bench, and we'll have a blue throw. 13.5 minutes to go in the first half of play, and Rutland looking for their first trip to the girls' championship game in Division I soccer. And that stayed in play. The way everybody kind of stood there for a second, I wasn't sure if it did or did not stay in play. Oh, Schindler staying on the speed. Good job. She ran enough interference so that Moss could come out and make the play, but Burlington taking too many frequent trips inside the 18, and they've got a lot of open turf in front of them. And we've seen all season, Rutland, other than that Colchester game, Rutland really is a very good second half team. And boy, I tell you what, that will just sit and go out and play. We'll have a hold up in action. I just want to give the ball boy on his side some credit. And there he is. Working the whole sideline by himself on his side. That will be right to a crowd of players, mostly white jerseys down there, and it'll come off, and Rutland trying to work it up and out. They're getting caught scrambling around in the defensive end, and we'll have a white throw, and they're going to have a horn sound, and Schindler will wait and see if she's going to stay in play. And Julia White coming back in after a very brief rest for the Raiders. And Schindler will get set, and she's given the sign that she can go ahead and go, and that'll go off from Blondie out of bounds, and it'll become Burlington ball. And that, Robbins has got to take the angle here, and Claire Moss will come out and pick it up. I tell you what, I got a little queasy watching that, but it worked out. It looked like it was going to be a lot worse. That's going to be a short kick, and Boucher. Great job by Boucher, Ashley Boucher. I remember there's two Bouchers out there, and I got to identify one from the other. And well played by Julia White in the middle of the field to the circle, and goes to Gibo, and she's got some. There's what she likes to do so much, give the nice long dribble and try to chase it down. Now it'll come in, and oh baby, what a goal! What a pass, what a goal! It's Blondie with the finish, and Gibo with a pass off the outside of her foot down inside, and it's 1-0 Rutland as they get a chance to use that speed in transition. Now I'm looking, there's the two people who hooked up, Gibo 19 and Blondie 24, and man oh man, they're both back next year for the Raiders. That happened with 11:31 left to play. So 28.5 minutes, close enough. For my kind of, I don't have a calculator, so we'll do that at time of the score. 1-0 Rutland. And again, they were kind of scrambling around and defensively, and they'd given up some corners, and a lot of time for possession down here for Burlington. And it's Rutland with that great counterattack, and it was Gibo, I tell you, who just exhibited so much growth and maturity and her leadership qualities, and her teammates listening and believing in her, but it's that toughness, and oh boy, don't dribble back towards your net like that. And thank you, and they'll bring it out to Schindler, and that's going to be Rutland on the inline. Boucher will stay and try to block that in, and nice job. She slid through there and pushed the ball out. It'll still be Burlington with the throw, but this way it gives her teammates a chance to find their marks and get kind of back into position defensively. Coach Lori McCullen and her unnamed assistant today, because he didn't return my call, will be looking for their first trip to the finals in girls Division I soccer. And it's going to get some carry on it. Oh, nice step up though by Burlington. They really shortened the field, and that's going to be followed up by McGrath, and looking for Blondie off the head to the inside, looking for Gibo, and she got in there with that foot of hers and extended it, and oh, she'll both met the ball, and it was just a solid trap, and then Gibo went tumbling over. And the other thing about Gibo, besides speed, finish, leadership, toughness, is she's pretty resilient as far as staying healthy out there. You know, I don't want to jinx her, and they call a handball. Yeah, I came up to Emily in a hand, and it'll be a handball. Rutland with a 1-0 lead with 10 minutes left to go here in the first half on Megan Blondie's goal. Morgan Gibo with the assist, and it was a thing of beauty. That's a low liner that got a chance to get headed, but it took a Burlington bounce, went forward. Leah Houston that got there and got the second chance on it, second touch, drove the ball back over midfield. Now the pressure from Boucher and Blangy looking to accelerate. We'll go wide and got corner. Rutland with the corner, and that's just Blangy with the pressure that created that. And Emily Bond, number 15, will head down there, and she will get set to serve up this corner. And everybody in the box right now, so it looks like Bond's going to take it right to the post. And Pettiani getting there on his corner. And it's got, well, I had a great chance, still got a great chance, and got a finish! Got a finish! It's a finish for Rutland! Oh, that was a great serve, and I believe it's going to be Julia White. I'm waiting for the official call, but they're giving her all kinds of high fives and hugs, so either they like her an awful lot or she got the goal, or both. I'll tell you what, it starts with the serve, and Bond put it out there perfectly.
Let's have another one, White.
And not only was it a good serve, but then Rutland possessed it, not once, but twice to get 2 chances. I heard Julia White from Ken Nelson. I gotta believe I'm gonna give Bond unofficially the assist, but I got to touch in between, so I don't know how that works, if it's like ice hockey or not, but definitely Julia White called for the goal. 2-0 Rutland, all that happening basically in the last 2 minutes. And they're looking, like I said, the number 2 seed looking to get to the title game. And nice stop, good reverse, and then a step up defensively by the Raiders, and they'll follow it through, and you go, all of a sudden, you can kind of feel Burlington even down 2, just stay steady. Bring the attack down, got a lot of soccer left, and they're keeping the pressure down in their offensive end. And Robbins can't save it from being a corner, and this will be the 3rd corner of the first half for Burlington. And they're going to send number 10, Dia Davis, over, a junior, to serve up the ball. And again, there's still at least 48 minutes of soccer left. You're down 2, so what I can get the sense from the field from Burlington is no panic. Just go back to work and keep chipping away. Boucher got a piece of it, and that was Gibo taking a swing at it, I believe. The ball came out to the 25, possessed by the Seahorses, and they'll just start that nice short passing game. Now they want to go out of bounds in front of Tom Cook, the official, and we'll have a throw by the Raiders, and it'll be Kat McGrath, or their number 23, one of the senior captains for Rutland. And you can see the alignment she has back there with Pettiani and Robbins, and then Chen will go back, and they'll go up and over the top, and that'll carry out a play. And should be Burlington right in front of their bench area. That's what they're going to pick it up. Burlington will pick it up right at the end of their bench and take the throw. And boy, I tell you, they had plenty of time to get a better throw than that, and they hit out a long bounds, and they just basically flip-flopped the possession, and with 7 minutes to go. And Jamie Herbert for Rutland, 13, checking back into the contest right now. Rutland with 2 goals here in the first half, that 2-0 lead, and we're at that cliche moment in the game. Next goal's the big one. Can it be Rutland extending it to a 3-goal lead, or can Burlington get on the board, cut the lead in half, and have momentum going in late into the first half into the second half here in the intermission? They're not going to the intersection, they're going to the intermission. Oh, and there's that speed on that far side. Blangy with a little square dance in there as she spun all the way around. Do-si-do, and that'll go out of play, and we'll have White throw. Yeah, Rutland with the throw. They're going to bring McGrath down the field. She'll control that side for the Raiders as she will get set here to go long. She'll get the ball sent right back toward her. Chen will cut it off, and Chen will send him back to McGrath now, and then she'll step into it, and that'll go down to the edge of the box to Blangy. She wants to tow it in, not there. Followed up, Chen will get it in the box, and that's going to be off from Rutland. Yeah, good pressure, though. They just kept collapsing the defensive layers till it got in on the goalie, and then the ball ricocheted out of bounds. And that, again, Rutland with a nice step up. And Boucher, yeah, she was able to bring it around and couldn't save it that time. And so the goal kick now coming on this near side of the box. All this happening with 5:45 to go in the first half of this semi-final game. And the Rutland girls on the lead here, 2-0. I'll tell you what, you don't get a better view than that right here as we're on top of the action. I don't know what this wee stuff is. It's me, my camera, and the tripod. So I'm on top of the action. Munger Vision bringing in this game, and going to be White, and That'll be about as far in the corner for a throw defensively as you can get as Petiani got it to Ashley Boucher, and I believe it was Jibo that had a touch in between. There's Jibo with the step up. And then Chen with the follow-up, and that ball will come out and pops it up. Julia White. Again, what a strong finish to the entire regular season and then into the playoffs for Julia White. She's got a goal today, as does Megan Blangy. And Claire Moss, a little casual there, the one-hander. We'll pick it up with 4:45 to go in this first half of play. Been a nice flow to this game. There's been a rhythm to it. Even when Rutland was on defense back here for a lot of the first portion of the first half, they were well in sync defensively. Communication, such a big thing in soccer, and the more I watch, like I said, it's my over 11 years now covering soccer, and just listen to the coaches and players and the sweepers and the stoppers, and one thing they all have in common in their vocabulary is the word communications with each other. And Herbert with a nice stop, spun it back, trapped, able to get it up to Blangy, to White, to Blangy, and she went to that far side, and all was there was Seahorses, and that ball's going to be offside. Fourth offside on Burlington, and that wasn't even close. And Leah Houston will step it up. And she'll get set here with 3:48 to go in the first half. Now, if you're Rutland, obviously you'd love to just punch in another 1, 2, 3, 4 goals here in the last 4 minutes. But what you want to realistically do is don't give up a late goal and give the opponent some momentum to go in a half with. If it's just 2-0, live with that. And Schindler back in at number 9 for the Rutland squad. Megan Schindler, to be more specific, and that'll be sent up. Her sister was a captain last year, Liz Schindler. She wore number 9. And then, of course, Dennis Schindler, number 19 for the Raider boys squad at the stoppers position. I think it just says an awful lot about Rutland soccer, Central Vermont soccer. And that should be a kick coming up, and Robbins didn't like the call, and could have gone either way, but it's going to be just outside the 18, about a 20-yard kick coming up for Burlington right here with 2:56 to go. Is the kind of moment you're looking for to get right back in the game. And you can see where they're spotting it right here. As Dia Davis will get set now for this direct kick. And, whoa, inches high. Tell you, that's almost a disadvantage for the offensive player because you have such a small angle to work with. You have to clear the defensive wall, which is almost...
With the owner of a White Explorer, license DKG 904.
Win the ball, Blue! Win the ball!
So we get set for Leah Houston's goal kick.
Gotta win the ball!
And Rutland able to survive that opportunity there by Burlington. Bond lost it. She was getting set to get it going down that far side, and with 2 minutes to go, I always stay with Rutland. I thought it was going to be the other way around. So Bond, did a good job, and it's going to be Rutland with the throw and trying to bring it up and through. A couple of Raiders there couldn't control it. Now we'll go back out of play. It'll be Schindler, number 9, that will take the throw. And she's going to redo it here. She didn't fake me out too bad this time, and it's going to roll down. Rutland wants to send it back to Chen, and Chen, again, able to use her backside and kind of like shield off to the fender, and that gave her position. And now Robbins will go down, settle it, and lose it out of play. And Rutland will get back and mark up with just 1:29 to go in the first half. And that's going to be Petiani charging at the ball, heading it down, then kicking it, and got a whistle on the play. There'll be a foul called on Rutland on the far side. I believe a hold called. And Burlington, again, these are the kind of opportunities, A, you don't want to give up as Rutland late in the first half, but B, you got to capitalize on, which Burlington didn't there. On a very miskicked ball, they got on top of it and kept it low. And you see the race to the corner, and that's Schindler trying to take the angle away and go out of bounds, and Rutland will have a throw with just 58 seconds to go in the first half. They're up 2-0, the Raider girls are in the semifinal game. So I say it says an awful lot for Central Vermont soccer, as the Rutland boys program has reached the semifinals, and their fate yet undetermined. They haven't played yet, but they're in the semis, and you're watching the semis right here, and the Rutland girls reaching the semis. So I'm just trying to pick up, there it is, the ball on that far side, and that'll roll, drop. Houston got a piece of it, Pettiani got a lot more of it, and she'll set herself up and then drive the ball up the far side with just 25 seconds to go. Rutland looking for a long release kick here to relieve the pressure, and that's going to be where I'm looking for Moss. She'll come out and make it. Nice job by Claire Moss coming out to cut that ball off. A very, very high kick and nice step up. That should just about take care of the first half. We're at 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And Rutland is going to have a 2-0 lead as we'll follow Ashley Boucher and Emily Bonner to that sideline as the Raider girls able to take advantage of 2 opportunities to get the finish. 2-0 Rutland at the halftime over Burlington. 40 minutes away from making their first trip to the finals in Division I for the championship. Lots of soccer. The 40 minutes is an eternity, and they need to get off to a good, solid start. They don't want to give up a goal here in the first 5 minutes of the second half to Burlington and give them life. Burlington played extremely well in that first half. There were moments that they carried the play, kept Rutland bottled up, chasing around defensively, but it was Rutland's speed and counterattack, which has been their signature all season long. And this has too. There's a reason for this hopping around. And they do it so well in rhythm to the music that Ken Nelson's playing. That's well choreographed. Morgan Gibo with an assist. Megan Blongi with the game's first goal. That's the dynamic duo right there. We get set to go. Rutland will have the first touch of the second half. And again, nice job defensively. Even when Burlington had possession time and more corners than the Raiders did, Rutland's defense really didn't give up a super duper hard shot. And Burlington, we switched into the field obviously, and Claire Moss now will be looking into the sun, and she's got her baseball cap on down there. And when she's had to make the save, she's done a good job. She's had the touches. She's made the secure stop, no rebounds, and that's going to go into the box, and she'll scoop it up, and I think that's a good thing right there. Early in the second half, she got a shot in on her, she scooped it up, she's boom, right in the game now again. And she's kicked it very well like that. That's a nice punt. Got to the circle midfield to Gibo, to Chen. The ball got deflected back to Chen again. She'll take a half dribble and is looking to drive to the side to Herbert, who stepped up from behind and made the steal. Rutland Soccer has been brought to you all year by Munger Vision. There's some fair weather fans here now from the other professional media, but it's been Munger Vision. It's been here. I missed the 2 playoff games here, but other than that, I covered every single Rutland girls game, and I missed 1 Rutland boys game. That was unavoidable due to illness. And another season, and boy, what a season's been. Both Rutland boys and girls programs into the semifinals. Rutland girls looking to go to the next level, take it into the finals. Bond on the trail, got the nice kick down in the far corner to that vacated spot. And that's where Blongi can pick it up. She went to turn, and we'll have a corner. I'm looking for the call as he kept the ball over there, and yeah, we're waiting for somebody to come down and take the throw. It's Kayla Boucher coming down, and that'll be just a throw. Okay. So your point to the area where she wanted to make sure that's where the official wanted her. And Gibo again this year, not only showing her speed and finishing ability, but leadership and toughness. Oh, that went right into the face of the goalie, or whoever that is. That's not the goalie, is it? Nope. That was point blank into the face, and oh boy. That's the kind of thing where noses get broke or cheekbones or hopefully not eyeballs get hit. But so it's a Burlington player down. Don't want to speculate on the number or the type of injury, but hopefully. That looks like Mike Dorian. Yeah, red cap on. It's Mike. If there's anything can be done, Mike will do it. He's a super duper physical trainer, and he is at, seems like every event ever. He could be like cloned 3 different places in one day for an event, but he's a big help. And right now, just trying to get everybody calm and make sure that things are okay. And well, we'll come back from the fade. It's 2-0 Rutland. Actually, she got up, so we'll keep it. Wherever Mike did, he did it real quick today. That worked out well. That's Hillary Chutter Ames, a sophomore down there. And she's gonna, I don't know, can she stay in the game? Because they stopped the clock, or is she actually got to leave for a play? No, she's going to come out for at least a play. Okay, so it should be a kickoff. Is that what they're calling for in that possession change? That's going to be Bond going out to number 15 for Rutland. This is like a face-off in ice hockey or a jump ball in basketball. They're just going to drop the ball and they'll kick for possession. And they're going to back it up about 4 yards, 5 yards. And Tom Cook will drop the ball. Good official out there, Tom Cook. Yeah, and he's just doing the math, making sure there's not enough, or not too many players on the field. Bond won it, launched the shot, and I like the idea though. Take it to the net, put some shots on Jakes, the freshman goalie, and see if you can get that all-important next goal. If it goes Rutland's way, that's going to be a 3-goal lead in the second half, and if it's Burlington, they'll cut the lead down and they'll have life. Again, Burlington's got no reason to panic. There's a lot of time left, and they played well. It's not like they were just completely dominated and inept out there. They had stretches where they controlled the play, did a nice job. Kayla Boucher right in front of the Burlington Seahorses bench, and she'll lob it down, looking for Gibo, who tried to pass up and over the top to herself. Got a little bit too much foot on it. Herbert came around. Herbert, second attempt, and a whistle, and going to be a kick coming up for Burlington. And they'll bring it back to Jakes, and she's actually going to strike the ball sometimes. And she'll set the ball for, or they'll have the goalie set the ball for the sweeper, but this will be Jakes herself taking a kick. We have played 3 minutes of the second half, and we've got the same score we had at the half. At 2-0 Rutland in a semifinal game here at Northwood Park on a balmy 65-degree day. There's Robbins, always in the right spot defensively, and if she isn't, Leo Houston is, and if she isn't, they both can make it up and get there. Pettiani's played very well back there today. That's Ashley Boucher right there, and that's Gibo. See her get pushed from behind. That's what I was talking about, strength, how strong she is. And she's mixed it up. She's been very tough and physical this year during games. Oh, yeah, and that's just the quality I didn't recognize last year. I'm not saying she didn't have it, but boy, has it really come to the top this year to see that. Oh, Blanche trying to set the table for the trailer on the play, and that was just niched by Burlington at the last second. And Kat McGrath will get the ball to Robbins, who got deflected around, goes to Chen, and now Bond, her through ball knocked down. Burlington with possession, wants to go up over the top, switch fields, and they do. They'll drop it down near side. Ball will roll to the edge of the box, and it's going to be Robbins. Smart play. Pressure coming. She'll just kick it out, and we'll have a throw by Burlington.
Returning for Burlington, number 4, Hillary Chutter-Ames.
And so Hillary Chutter-Ames, who was hit in the face with the ball on a kick, had to leave for a little bit, comes back in, so we can only assume good things that she's all right. And now Burlington all set to go here with the throw. They're down 2 goals. Boy, and that went off from McGrath, and it goes into Moss, and Claire Moss will pick it up for Rutland. I'll tell you what, it will be quite a celebration here as that late arriving crowd. See Bubba Casella, the ball boy, doing a good job today out there for the game. Say the crowd, remember, it was a 2 o'clock start time, but it has nice catch down below. One of the fans with a big grab on it, header out of bounds. So McGrath will look right over his shoulder on the throw here. Captain Kat McGrath. I say the crowd filled in nicely. That's why it's taking so long to say. The crowd is filled in nicely here. And the wind picking up though a little bit. That will affect your kicks and your corners and all that good stuff. And one thing I like about Rutland right here, I like a lot of things about Rutland, but they're not content with the 2-goal lead. They're pressuring, they're keeping, your best defense is that old cliche is your offense, to keep the ball down away from the Burlington offense. And they're looking for that killer instinct, that finishing goal.
Go, 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 go.
And that's Boucher coming through and getting a toe on it. Got it to Chen, and that should be, they'll let him play through. It looked like it could have been a handball call, and they didn't make the whistle. And that's going to be a dangerous play. And Burlington now will take the kick, and again, they like to go to the right side of the field. And that's a great move right there as they want to square, and that's going to be kicked wide. I think Rutland will get a goal kick out of it. Yep. It's the 6-seeded Seahorses on the downside of a 2-0 score, and we'll have Robbins tie up her cleats here.
Win these, White.
And this isn't a bad move. That clock ticking right now, and Rutland with the lead. As Robbins all set now. She get Velcro like I have on my shoes. Whoops, I lost the ball. They'll come, there we go. That happened so hard and fast, I could not see it, and that's going to be Burlington on that side. And Moss with her best save. Claire Moss came out and knocked it down. Great soft save by Moss. Pettiani trying to bring it wide and get some foot behind it, and that's going to be settled down. And Oh, nice job. Just getting a piece of it. Looking for Bond, who got pushed from behind, no whistle. Chen will get there, and that'll work it up to Jibo, and she just overran it. Now they'll send it in deep, and that's going to be chased down by Blonji, and she wants to turn the play to the inside. And didn't happen. It'll be a throw by the Raiders as it goes on that far side down in the corner, and it should be Kayla Boucher. No, it's going to be Ashley Boucher coming down. Actually, it's going to be Petiani. There she is. And she has played solid today. Petiani, number 3. Will take the throw, standing right next to photographer's row there.
Come on, White.
Burlington forcing it back to midfield, and they go up over the top. We're all in a good position right here defensively. And see, they got past the first wave. Robbins lost her balance, fell down. Can they save it? No. Well, that was a great effort, though. Good burst of speed by Burlington, and it'll be Rutland with the goal kick. I believe that was Rogers. I'm looking for her jersey, number 12. I believe she'll just turn 15. That's who it is, 15. Strino, who came down and made a good effort to get to that loose ball. And a good kick right there. It goes off from Chen and settled down by Burlington, and they're turning the attack back on. That threw ball a little bit too much, and Rutland will be content to kick it out. There's Burlington starting to gain a little momentum here as far as pressure, and that ball. Claire Moss with their best save of the game just moments ago. And Rutland with that 2-0 lead, and 8 minutes into the second half here. 40-minute halves, ton of overtime if you need it. And if you're not happy after 4 overtimes and some 8-on-8 soccer, there's penalty kicks. And we don't want to go there today. We want to finish this thing in regulation. And it's the Raiders looking to go to the finals in 2006. And this is their second year in a row that they've been to the semis. Great kick. And I'll tell you what, Jakes has kicked the ball like that the whole game. Bond got a little bit too far underneath the ball, couldn't get a piece of it. And that's going to be into the box, and Moss, she didn't get there, but it's going to be a goal kick Rutland, and I'm looking for the mark on the play. I believe it was Leah Houston came down and did a beautiful job of marking the trailer on the play. And of course, Leah Houston's done that all season. She'll take the kick here for Rutland. Leah Houston looking right into that brilliant sunshine today. And another good kick. Great job by Houston. So that ball will be just nudged forward. And I'll tell you, yards are hard to come by right now on the field. It's intense out there. Settled down and then sent on a beautiful pass. Threaded it between 2 Raiders, and that's going to be on sides now. They want to reverse, bring it around, and get the cross. And there it is. Soft serve, center ball comes through near the inline. They'll trap, they'll send it back in, and that was just too much off the ball that time. They had a little bit too much gentleness on the ball, if there's such a thing as that. A little bit too much tenderness, and that never got out in front. And Claire Moss with the punt, looking to link up to Herbert, and she'll go up and get it, and that ball was deflected on her kick attempt. Bond will go back, body it down, and Blonji will circle around trying to find the header. And Chen looking for Bond, always in the middle of the field. Bond turned away, anticipating a deep kick, and that's going to roll. Will make the box for Moss. No, she won't be able to come out and make the play on it. And Petiani will bring it up and link up with McGrath. McGrath lost possession. Burlington keeps it in bounds momentarily, and it'll be a White throw. We'll have McGrath go down, one of the captains for the Raiders, and pick the ball up. And Julia White coming in. She had the game's second goal. And that looks like Schindler, number 9, coming in also. And it's Schindler that came in and will take the throw now, and she replaces Petiani on that side. And Chen double team turn, wanted to go up the field, had the ball taken off her foot. Oh, wow, man, I'm not sure on that. But it became Burlington ball, and they'll take the lob, and they'll go into the box with on top edge and well marked. And that's Houston just trying to force it out. She did her job, and now she's going to, one more touch. We'll have a throw by Burlington. We played 13 minutes of the 12 minutes, I'm sorry, the second half, and Rutland still with that 2-0 lead. Burlington with possession again, looking to fire it hard in there, and Moss will get it. And she'll bowl it out this time as she had a little space to get the ball on that far side, and nice step in. That's a good way to reverse fields and catch the defense kind of lagging around, rotate. Yeah, they're going to handball on White. As it rode up her leg, hit her in the hand, and there'll be a kick coming up now for Burlington. Just about 4 yards shy of being inside the circle. Or it's in the circle, shy of midfield, I'm sorry. They'll settle, they'll step, they'll fall, they'll get back up, and wow. She tripped on the trap, and they called a foul on Pettiani. Wow. Well, this is big for Burlington. They're going to be about 25 yards out on this kick, and this is the opportunities. If you go to the next round, the finals, this is where you got to take advantage of this. Again, Claire Moss's half, looking into the sunshine. And all this talking and strategies and meetings, and that clock keeps ticking for Rutland. And this is a planned strategy by Burlington right here. This is to create like break off a huddle in football. There they go, that you don't know who's going to kick the ball. And it ate up almost 45 seconds of time, and it didn't even get in the box on the goalie, and it'll go out and we'll have a throw by Burlington. Now, I haven't seen that ploy this year. I've seen it before, but not this year.
Number 13, Kaylee Hall.
It's Burlington to wait for the subs, and it's going to be on the turn, and of a kick for Burlington. And again, they're getting a lot of chances here. Now, whether they're gifts or not, they're getting a lot of chances here, and at some point, the odds are got to tip to their favor that they'll be able to convert one of these kicks. And that's well served. Oh, and they had a person coming through. Dia Davis came flying through out of nowhere, trying to get a header on the ball. Did get a head on the ball, but couldn't steer it into the net. We'll have a kick coming up by Houston. So this Raider squad this year looking to do what no other Raider girls team has done, and that's go to the Division I finals. And that ball's going to come right up at us, and it'll go out of play. And Jibo was there, but couldn't get it under control. She's fast, but boy, she'd have to be Speedy Gonzalez to get to that. And it'll go out of bounds, and we'll have a Burlington throw. A lot of people there, hard to make the call, and the official made it official. That's why they're the official. And that's going to stay in bounds momentarily, and then Chen will turn and kick it out. We're at 26 minutes left to go in the soccer game. 2-0 Rutland. Claire Miles with a beauty of a save here in this half to keep it at 2-0. And Leah Houston tumbling all over and doing a great job. Corner coming up for Burlington. Tell you, Burlington in the last 6 minutes has just been living down this end of the field, though, and that's not a good sign. This is what gives coaches gray hair. And the kick served up, and that's not in a bad position. Oh, she served it right back in the center, and Claire Miles will be there. That's a dangerous play to try to clear up the middle, right in the goal box area, and Rutland got away with one there, and it stays at 2-0. Good kick by Moss. And wow, I gotta tell you, some head scratchers on some of the calls, and this will be Moss. She'll pick it up, and she'll take the kick again out of her hands. And that ball will carry to midfield on the bounce, be misplayed, and that's going to give Jibo a chance to get possession. She's looking for Blongi on the far side. 24 just coming in the viewfinder now. We'll just take the angle to try to cut off just like that. The exit path. That's great anticipations by Blongi right there. Anticipation, not anticipations. Coming up from behind, and Pettiani didn't see her or hear her, and that ball will be kicked far side out of play, and that wasn't Pettiani, I'm sorry. As they have a sub coming in, and it's going to be Kat McGrath. 23 will come in and replace Pettiani, and she'll take the throw for Rutland. As this crowd here at Northwood Park has swelled to literally hundreds of people now, waiting for the Raider girls to get their ticket punched to the finals. And it's going to be behind the net. Boy, there are a couple of Raiders coming in hard in on Jakes, the goalie for Burlington, and now we'll be set down, and that clock ticking down to 24 minutes even to go in the contest. Rutland with 2 first-half goals, one by Blongi, one by Julia White.
Supporter!
Jibo will drill it, and it'll be off the outside of the net, actually behind the net, and it'll just become another goal kick for Burlington. And they'll have Jakes come out, and she's kicked well, but much more effectively out of her hands than on the ground. And that'll just zip by everybody, and it's still zipping by everybody. And it's still zipping by everybody. Nice step up. Who did that? Oh, it had to be Robbins. It was Heidi Robbins that came up and made a nice play there. Bond. Look at that nice soft touch on the pass from Bond to McGrath. And then a nice job of getting 3 defenders right on there by Burlington. And that's going to be out from Robbins. And rolls to the outside. Boucher with the possession. Ashley Boucher. And she'll go back to Robbins. And she'll just tee off on it. And that's going to be a step up by Burlington. And they want to go over the top. And that's going to be picked up by Moss before anybody there for the Seahorses can get there. On Rutland. They're feeling it. They're feeling it. A Saturday trip up to Centennial for a championship game. As Julia White will spin around, and that gave her an open, she ran around to her forehand side or her 4-foot side, and that gave her the kick. So a couple attempts to get the clear, and then another missed kick by Burlington, and that's going to roll to the circle. And Chen with that great sprint acceleration of hers, and that's Schindler. And Robbins, Robbins just put, that's a great play. That also was a cool looking thing. And that ball, sorry, I was getting bit by a bug. That's how warm it is. And that'll be out of play. Okay, I had to take care of all the insects around. There we go. We're at 2-0 second half, 22 minutes to go. Rutland with the 2-0 lead on Munger Vision on this girls' semifinal action. Burlington with the ball in the blue uniforms. Rutland in their home whites. Not at home, though. They're at Northwood Park, and that'll come down and be... No, that was out of play. Should be a white throw. No, they're going to go Burlington throw. Not white throw. Okay. That's what I thought, but Schindler will have to wait as they bring some subs in for the Raiders. Herbert definitely looks like one of them, and that looks like Pettiani, number 3, and she'll replace Schindler. And they're getting the shifts shorter here because they don't want to get... They want to keep fresh legs out there. And you can see the official shielding his eyes from the sun. And it is a beautiful, brilliant sun today. And hoping that it is a omen for the Raider girls today. All this sun and fun. And that ball's going to just be out of play. We'll have a throw coming up by Pettiani. There she is. So she has to make the trip all the way down from the opposite end of the field. We'll go right over her shoulder. Watch that nice heave of hers. And she got it to Jibo, who wanted to go to the inside. Bond almost able to step around and use those long legs of hers to make the steal. And that's going to roll back through, and that's going to be out of play. And Bubba Casella doing a nice job as the ball boy here. We'll get the ball into... That was Bond this time. That's Julia White up and into the box. And Jibo kept it alive and just can't catch up to it. Oh, she does that well. Just that soft little 9-iron up and over the defender and then chases it down herself. And this time just a tad long. And we've had no score in the second half. Everything happening in that middle section of the first half as we're nearing the midway point. 20 seconds away from 20 minutes left to play. That'll roll out of bounds. And we'll have Pettiani right down below us. Boy, I tell you what, you can't get a better view than that right there on top of the action. Munger Vision right here. Claimed by no one. Man on an island. No affiliations, no backing from any organizations, groups. But I always bring you the action. Robbins with the touch will bring it over and it'll go out of play. Good hustle by Heidi Robbins. And then see her get back right in the position here along with Leah Houston back there. And oh, look at it, just great positioning right there. Going to become a corner though for Burlington. And again, Burlington now with just 19:40 left in their season. The 6-seeded Seahorses. They have got to capitalize on chances just like this. This is Dia Davis getting set to serve up the ball on the corner. It's low, it stayed on the ground, never got airborne where she wanted it, and corner again. So back-to-back corners, and she's got to get the ball out in front by about 3 or 4 yards in front of the goalie and put some loft on it and let her teammates get a foot, a head, a nose, a forehead, anything on it. Again, came up short, rolled into a great spot. Oh, who marked that up? That was either Blongy or Robbins, and that's going to be, oh, what a save by Claire Moss. Oh, put a gold star there. Claire Moss totally extended. Definitely altered. Oh, yeah. See if I can zoom in. There we go. Totally extended like Superman. Turned away the second good chance of the second half here. 2 stupendous saves by Moss. Completely sold out and just got a hand on it. That would have definitely been in. Except she got her hand on it, and it rolled wide. And Blangy with a couple double kicks, and it comes out to her, and she'll go shoulder to shoulder now. And Blangy, ducks inside. Blangy on the inline, trying to push it out in front. Open net, and a save by Jakes. Oh, and Corey Gibo, number 2, just couldn't get a toenail on that. That would have been a clincher right there for Rutland. And in the circle, Bond will come back, and Rutland all of a sudden energized off from the save by Moss. And that happens. You don't think of that a lot of times, but a defensive play like Moss just made on the save, and all of a sudden the offense comes down and boom, 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 almost puts in the 3rd goal. They look rejuiced out there. 17:30 away from going to the state championship game is Rutland. And that's going to be up in the air, and then coming through, and that's well marked. That's Gibo. And again, she's played just phenomenal today. And that will go up, and you see Robbins, which has been, again, if you had to pick MVPs, it'd be almost impossible on this team, but Robbins has been just so consistently good all year. Julia White will turn, and that will take a nice bounce. Will Gibo swoop in? Nope. Jakes came up, and she's out of the box. That's why she played it with her foot. She didn't use her hands. It'll be a penalty, and that'll roll. McGrath will get there, 23 for the Raiders, and she will look, and that was a little help from a Burlington player to link up with Gibo, who used her chin to settle it down. I'm sure it was unintentional. White will go back, get the ball, go to the left foot and serve up. That's a great left-footed kick right there by White. Then Corey Gibo will drive it in, and Blangy, who never seems to run out of energy, will be back there, and that'll go out of play with a White throw. And Pettiani coming up, number 3, and looks like she will take the throw for Rutland. They want to check the official time on the field. It's at 16:28. Yeah, and what they're doing right now Pettiani's leaving the game, and McGrath will come in, and she'll take the throw for Rutland. Captain Cat McGrath. And that'll get it down to Corey Gibo, and she'll get that ball just settled enough to push it forward, and that might turn into a corner. Nope, nice job of making it just a Rutland throw. That was real close to being a corner. And that's Julia White with the settle, then the explosion toward the net. Couldn't get it down far enough to get a shot off. And it'll come up, and it will be out of play. And McGrath right there on top of the action.
Have one for the road out
and Ashley Boucher coming in. I believe both Bouchers are out there now, Kayla and Ashley. Yep. As we are at unofficially 15:30 to go in the game. What that right there? Oh, that hurt. They kicked. That was above the ankle, unintentional to Gibo, but she'll keep playing. That's going to be high and out of play. As Herbert came in and got a good chunk of it, but it was high. Gibo with that slight limp will have to take her leg off before she come out of this game. And now Jake's looking to get a long kick here, so they want to shorten the field. And it came to a Burlington player, then Bond able to take control of it. She's looking for Gibo, and all of a sudden she's got the speed back. It'll be out of play. We'll have a goal kick for the Seahorses.
For the Seahorses, number 13, Haley Hall.
And now they're going to go to the opposite side of the box, far side of the box, to take this kick. And they'll get on top of it, and that's knocked down by Blangy. She'll take the shot and just miss it. Like her train of thought there, though. Looking for the killer instinct. There you go, right there. She was looking for that third goal. And that clock ticking, and Rutland with 14:21 to go. Keeping everything hemmed in now. They're able to pressure offensively. And it's going to be knocked down again. A short kick by Blangy. Brought it around, and there's the kick. And just why Blangy with a couple golden moves to get great chances. I'll tell you what, the thing that impressed me the most was how calm she settled the ball and took her time to get the kick. She was looking for that little slice of opening over on that side of the net. Now Jakes, who's only a freshman, will step in, and that's going to be out from Bond's head, far side. Blangy will be first to the ball. She will turn and look for the outside pass, a little bit long. Will Burlington take the throw now? And that's going to go forward and stay in the play. Couple Raiders. That's Kayla Boucher and then Leah Houston there in good defensive position. That ball will come forward. Now you'll see everybody take away from the center. That's a nice job. That's just a great job. That's Boucher, Kayla, Ashley Boucher with a fantastic, first of all, make up all that distance, how far back she was to make that defensive play, and then a tough tackle. And that's Chen down in that open spot. Rutland really's got it going now. They've got the defense clicking, they've got the offense percolating, and I got a corner. That's what we have. Rutland coming up with a corner. And Emily Bond right there will come over, and she's already got an assist off a corner to Julia White. And White back into the game now for Rutland on his corner is Emily Bond getting set to hopefully serve up goal number 3 here for the Raiders. She's got it up, airborne, far post. That's still a live ball. It's in the goal box. It's Blangy, and it's off the post and never crossed the line. Blangy, in the last 3 minutes, has had 3 chances, just missed by millimeters and inches. And Blangy put it off from the post on the header, and she's been a force and a half here in this game. All season long, but this game she's really just stepped it up, if it's even possible, even more. Herbert will go back, can't get to the second attempt, and Burlington will clear it up the far side. Kayla Boucher there in good position. That ball will roll forward and then step up by Robbins, and she'll just dump it back down. The Raiders, their best defense is right here. They got the ball on the offensive end of the field. Julia White with the settle, sets, fires, and just wide. Rutland looking to put the nails in the coffin. Julia White taking care of business today. He's got 1 goal already for Rutland. 2-0 the Raiders. With just 11.5 minutes to go. Julia White has a heavy shot. When she sets up, she gets her body torqued to the position where she's got a lot of juice behind it. And Kat McGrath will get set for throw. So Rutland girls trying to set the example here for the boys soccer team, which is in attendance here before their practice to cheer on the Raider girls. The boys tomorrow, I know we're tape delayed, but they play up at CVU tomorrow in their semifinal game, and the girls trying to set the table with a win here in their semifinal, saying, now you got to match us. As both programs at Rutland High School in Division I making the semifinals, but the Rutland girls making a bid to go to the title game here. And that will be out of play. As Burlington now really need to pick the tempo up and get some possession. They need finishes. They've had possession in the first half. They had no finishes. And when they've gotten golden opportunities, Claire Moss has just been unbelievably good in net. And has she matured throughout the season, the freshman goalie, as the season progressed and the starting job was awarded to her, you can see right here the 2 saves in the second half alone, keeping it at 2-0 Rutland, are the kind of things that highlight tapes are made out of. 10 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the soccer game. And Robbins, again, with a nice kick off the ground, got it just shy of midfield, and Burlington. See the shadows coming across the field. And Moss, great position. We'll get it the second time. That's still alive for the 3rd time, and the kick, and waiting for the whistle. He's calling possession, and a kick coming up for Leah Houston. That was a little more exciting than it had to be. So Houston. And the Raiders. Again, they have played such a strong, they had to lead 2-0 going in at halftime, but I think they played a better second half than the first half, even though they don't have any points to show for it. It's going to be Kayla Boucher, and let's see, I think white ball coming up right in front of the Raider bench, a little tent canopy thing there, and it's going to be a foul actually, and Houston will come over and take the kick, number 6 for Rutland. And Leah Houston. Nice kick, good carry, nice bounce. That's deep possession for the Raiders. They'll step up, double team the ball, and force the kick out of bounds. And they'll take the throw with 8:54 to go. And Pettiani and Gibo. So Pettiani 3 and Gibo 19 coming into the game. And that's going to be Pettiani that will take the throw. And she'll hustle out down there to the mark of the ball and get set to go. And she'll back up as far as those VPA ropes will allow her to, and she'll get it into the box, and Jakes will come up and pick it up. She needs a big kick here and get her team jump-started offensively. Boy, and she did it. That was a great kick, and then the header coming forward, and Kat McGrath can't clear. It hits right off from the Burlington player. They're going to center it up. Oh, you can see Leah Houston, how tough she was right there, and goes out of play. Well, the Burlington throw, but time running down here. 2 goals in soccer. Not insurmountable with 8 minutes, but got to start. Come back here now. Kernoff coming in now. Jennifer Kernoff, a senior and an assistant captain, coming in from Burlington now with just 7:51 to go in the contest. Everywhere you look on the pass, all you see is white jerseys smothered like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jerseys there, and that's going to become a corner though for Burlington as it's played out through the inline. Well, they do. The crowd from Burlington saying you got plenty of time, and they're right. A goal here with 7.5 minutes to go, it makes it only a 1-goal deficit. So it's all a matter of execution on the corner and or on the penalty on the corner kick, and that's going to roll and be bodied down. And Patiani got enough behind it to get it cleared at about 15 yards. Well, we will have a throw by Burlington, and it will be to a position on the field where if they want to take it into the box, they can. And actually, they did all that, and I missed it because I was looking at the ball boy. And it's going to be settled down by Jibo, getting to Herbert, and nice one-touch pass. Now the race to the ball. And the finish by Blongie will end it right there. 2 goals for Blongie, 3-0 Rutland. And Blongie with a monster varsity season. Almost comical because when she made the varsity team, she wasn't sure she was ready to step up to this level. And she's become quite the varsity player. I don't know, I wanted to say star, but I know they don't like using those words. She has made an impact at the varsity level, and it was a good decision to take the promotion and play varsity ball, as she's got 2 goals today. Julia White with a goal, and it's 3-0 now Rutland with just 6:49 to go in the soccer game. And again, nice job of passing by the Raiders and getting that switching fields. And And again, at Rutland defense, like I said, Rutland played very well in the first half, but I think they've played much better here in the second half. And Blongie officially with the goal. And Jamie Herbert will get the assist. That's what I was waiting to hear Ken Nelson with the call. So Herbert will get the assist. And Blongie with 2 goals, White with the goal, 3-0 Rutland, and they are just 6.5 minutes away from going to the Division I finals.
Number 5, Katie Ryan.
I'll tell you, and then this is not a political statement. This is just an observation. But I heard a lot of people after last year's great Rutland team, and all the graduations, who are stunned that the Raiders made it this far. They're a good, very good team, but they're going to the finals for any doubters. Safe it is the Essex squad. They did play earlier in the season. It was 5-1 Essex. But I got to tell you, this is a much. This team's growing up, the Raiders squad, and they did the first 8, 9, 10 minutes of that game. Rutland outplayed Essex, got the first goal of the game by Megan Blongie. And anything, and I don't even know sure if it's going to be Essex are going to play. I have no way to know what's going on in the other game. But I'll tell you what, it's a different Raider team from when they played them early in the year. Team's grown up, and they've got their playoff groove on right now, and that's going to be coming back and kicked up and just misses Boucher's foot. And with just 5:23 to go, Burlington now has a sense of urgency beyond the word urgency. Actually, they need a goal, and they need it now. And we'll have McGrath take the kick. She'll go up over the top to Boucher, and Boucher will step up, take a little nudge, keep her balance, and should be a White throw, and it'll be McGrath coming up from behind to take the throw for the Raiders. She'll direct a little traffic and then go up to Boucher, and she'll nudge it forward on a nice header, controlled, looking for Jibo, pressured the ball. They gave Burlington an opportunity to have to dump it up and out, and Robbins will get another chance, and Robbins, just a fantastic effort by Heidi Robbins all season long. And Robbins had a spectacular game against Essex defensively in her earlier season meeting. There's a move, and again, the Raiders, see how she'll ride her to the outside, has a nice job defensively by McGrath. So Burlington, the number 6 seed, coming up to Northwood Park in Rutland Town, is Jibo with a header. She turned around, wanted to come to the inside. She'll weave around, and I tell you what, Morgan Jibo is only a sophomore. I'll tell you what, it's scary to think she's going to be back next year, and she's already dynamite to watch. And that will skip, and Robbins will trap it down, and oh, she's going to get a good break right there. It's going to be a white throw. McGrath with 3.5 minutes left to go in the soccer game in Rutland. Getting their ticket punched here in just a little while to go up to the Division I championship game. Blongi with a couple goals, and Julia White with a goal. It's going to be Robbins. She'll turn kick fire, and it will go out of play. And I'm just trying to pick up where the throw will take place. There we go, as they'll hand the ball off. Burlington, after a very solid first half. Raiders made some adjustments physically and mentally out there, and they controlled the second half of play. And see Robbins, boom, right there. She come back, boom, right there. That's just, again, good defense by the Raiders, and they just haven't got enough credit for that all season because they're flashy offensively, and they can pile up the points, but when you get to the playoffs, you need communications on that back line, you need toughness back there, and you need some good defense in the middle of the field, and they've had all that happening through the playoffs for them. A shutout against Hartford in the first round, an overtime quarterfinal win, and they're on the verge of another shutout here in the semifinals, and Claremont with some stunning saves here in the second half. And that's going to be settled down by Blongi. The serve, Julia White, got it! Julia White with the assist going to Blongi. Unofficially to Blongi, but I'm sure it was 24 that served it up. And Julia White with a 2-goal day, along with Megan Blongi with a 2-goal day, and it's 4-0 Rutland. And everything happy here at Northwood. 2.5 minutes. And Rutland will be in the Division I state championship game.
That's how to do it, Raiders.
And Burlington, a good effort. Like I said, they really statistically and just positionally did a nice job in the first half. But then Rutland again came out and just all business and solid passing, solid defense. I'm getting the assist right now, so I'm being quiet. Yep, Blongi with an assist and 2 goals. Or actually, I think she had just an assist and 2 goals today. The other assist went to Jibo, and then I gave an assist to on that corner scored by Julia White on the first goal. And the Rutland girls, less than 2 minutes away now from putting pressure on the Rutland boys varsity squad to win their semifinal game tomorrow. Wouldn't that be something if they could both get in the Division I finals? And we are going to have the throw, and it looks like Pettiani. That's a long way away in the shadows, and she'll look for Jibo, and that ball will go out of bounds, and it's going to be Robbins. She'll get a piece of it, turn around to Chen, and Chen to Blongi. She'll come back, pressure the ball as time ticking down on the Seahorses, and their great season just 78 seconds away from coming to an end here in Rutland Town at Northwood Park. Boy, Jibo, you could just see her go through 2 players. That's what I meant by toughness. She'll bring it around, controls the ball. There's the skills, there's the trail, and she'll hit the ball to Blongi, and they'll just work it back to Bond. As we're at the 1-minute mark, and Bond's shot will be wide and through the inline, and that will lead up some more time. We're down at 54 seconds to go. And Kernoff will take the kick now for Burlington on a sunny day for soccer in semifinals, and temperatures you're not used to playing in at this late in the season. Rutland has had a Hawaiian vacation today as they're going to take that trip they wanted to the finals. Oh, and they're looking for Jibo back, and it could be, no, they're going to save it from going through the inline once, but not twice, and a goal kick coming up is the call down that end of the field. And it'll be Kernoff on the far side. I had to find her first through the sun. And Julia White, a little bit too tall for her. She went up to go for it. And 10 seconds as they'll start the countdown in the Rutland crowd now, right down next to me. And
Yeah,
And we'll start the celebration early, and Rutland Raiders girls will win their semifinal game as the number 2 seed on their way to the championship. And you can see the mob scene around Claire Moss. Now, don't hurt her down there. You need her one more game this year. 4-0 Rutland. They had 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half. It was 2 goals by Julia White and 2 goals by Megan Blanchi, and a great team effort. And congratulations to Lori McClellan. She's been building steadily on this program, improving it every year, and getting a solid base for it to be competitive every year. And she's reached a plateau. She's in the title game, and they won't be settling just for being there. They're going to be playing to win that thing. So congratulations to the Rutland girls. An excellent job by Burlington. It's a 4-0 Rutland win. And again, that will conclude my soccer coverage for the season. Max Sports does the games up for the VPA. They have a contract. I don't even understand how you can have a copyright in a contract, but I'm shut out of the championship games. But I'll be there in spirit and heart. So go Raiders in the title game. Great job.